Oh, hey guys. Long time no talk. I feel like I honestly haven't talked to this camera in a while, and that is because I feel like I say the same thing in every single video recently. I'm just not in a great place. My mental health is really not in a good place. Life has just been not the best, at least in my mind. I have a lot of like blessings and things to be thankful for, but just everything's just been really taking a toll on me. I've been searching for a job for 8 months now. And I know some people will probably be like, it's just a job, it's not that big of a deal. But like, you don't realize how much of yourself you put into a job until like you can no longer get a job. It's just been really difficult moving back to Nashville. I didn't think that all of this would come out with me holding a camera. It's just been really difficult being back in Nashville, which is funny because it's like I'm from here, I'm born and raised here. My family is here, Grayson's family is here, but I think moving back, we lost all sense of like independency. I don't know what my deal is. We moved back here with the intentions of like, oh, we'll just stay with our parents, we'll stay with our grandparents until we get settled, until like we get jobs, and until we can move into our own place. Because it's like, when you're married, you think about having your own place and having your own space and having your own things and decorating your own place, and we haven't been able to have that. Being an entrepreneur's wife is really hard, and I know for Grayson it's been really, really tough for him. It's been really tough seeing him struggle with getting investors, and people are like, oh, well, like, has he gotten investors yet? And it's people who have never been there and have never experienced the life of an entrepreneur. People just think like you just get money and it's just so easy, but like, this is not like opening up a restaurant. It's not opening up like a boutique where people are going to buy things. It's not even like, you know, it's like trying to start the next Amazon. You look at people like Jeff Bezos and people who started all these amazing companies like Google, Amazon, all this stuff, and it's like, how do you think that they just, I mean, they started from nothing. They started from working out of a basement. I don't know why I'm so like emotional, but you know, and then it's like, and then you do get money, and it's this internal battle of like, do I pay myself or do I pay the company? Because you want to invest in this idea. You want to invest in, for Grayson's sake, developers who can develop this platform, because he can't do it by himself, and people just think it's like so easy. It's like, well, just develop it yourself. We'll just like do this all yourself. It's like saying like, well, just develop, you know, just build another Great Wall of China by yourself. It's like, it's not that simple. And so like in my situation, I want to be a very supportive wife, and you know, we're living here, which thank goodness we have a place to live, you know. Some people aren't as fortunate as us. We're so thankful that we have a family who can take care of us. But being somebody who is very independent and likes to, you know, pay my own bills. Like when I lived in California, it was me paying my own bills and me working and getting a job and me taking care of me. And if I could go on trips, it was my money that was paying for it, you know? And now we are just so in debt with trying to live without a salary. And people are like, well, just go get a job. And I've been trying, and that's been the hard part, is like, there just aren't there aren't a lot of opportunities in Nashville like there used to be, because a lot of people are moving here. And a lot of people are in the same boat as me, where they've been trying to get a job. And people say, well, it bothers me whenever people, especially people in HR, like, well, you just don't have the experience. And it's like, I'm applying to an entry-level position, and I've worked for 5 years in the marketing industry. I had 4 internships before I graduated college. I have a degree. I still get the "you don't have experience" excuse. And it's difficult knowing that the job description says 1 to 3 years of experience, and people with 10 years of experience are having to apply for those jobs because there just aren't any. And if I want to make money and I want to buy us food, I have to get a job. But I also know that people with kids and who have 10 years of experience are having to apply for the same jobs are also in the same boat. And it's difficult because people are like, well, why can't Grayson just go back to work? Or why can't you just go back to work? But like, I've been trying to go back to work. That's why I'm working a part-time job at Ulta, which I say it's part-time. They're working me about 30 hours a week, which is almost full-time. And those other hours in the week, I'm taking care of us. And, you know, I had an interview with this. I've had a lot of interviews. I had an interview with this one company, and I spent 8 hours working on this 30-minute presentation I was supposed to give. I had a 2-hour interview, and then I had to give a 30-minute presentation. And then they told me that nobody else had applied to this job and they wanted to see their options. And so they didn't hire me. I had another job where I interviewed and they were telling me where to park and how much money I would make and what my schedule was like next week so I could come in and sign papers. And then they called me after 6 days of waiting and told me they had given the job to someone else and they're so sorry, but they just had more experience. I had another job that I interviewed for and they ended up telling me that they're not even hiring the position anymore. I mean, it's like, it's been a steady stream of like, we really like you, but there's always somebody out there who's more qualified. And then it's hard whenever I have friends or family members who's like, well, maybe it's something you said. Well, maybe you just don't know how to interview. And that's like even more of like a stab to the heart, because it's like, it's not always me. It's not always, oh, she's just not, you know, whatever. It's that there's somebody else out there who's more, you know, I mean, I'm competing with all these people who are moving from California, who are moving from Illinois, who have master's degrees. You know, we are in great health, thank goodness, except for that one time I went to the hospital. And now we have $11,000 worth in medical bills. The past time I lost my job was with a company in San Diego. They had to let a lot of people go, and one of those people was me. And it was just like, it was just upsetting hearing afterwards, like, oh yeah, they told the whole company that they let you guys go because you weren't a good culture fit. It's not true. And the fact that like after they did something so awful that it just wrecks people's lives. You know, I lost my job, and that was hard enough. And then I had to figure out how we were gonna live and what we were gonna do about insurance, and how we were gonna pay bills, because Grayson was still in school and he wasn't making money. And then I no longer had a job, and I made unemployment, thank goodness. But unemployment stops It stopped in August. And at that point you were punished if you didn't have insurance. But like, you need insurance because if something happens, like when I went to the hospital in December, you need insurance to cover that. And we had insurance, and unfortunately the insurance was just not a very good company. You know, there was fine print in their 30-page document that they sent to us 6 months after we got insurance with them. That was in the middle of, you know, a ton of pages, and it said within 72 hours you have to alert them that you've gone to the hospital. And 72 hours after I had gone to the hospital, I was still having pains. I was in bed for 3 days. I couldn't sleep more than 2 hours because I'd wake up with pains. And it's not a, like, disease. I miss San Diego more than I thought I would. I miss San Diego so much. Anyway, I feel like I've just been crying too much and just explaining myself too much. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm really sorry about the lack of videos, but I haven't even been able to get out of bed some days. I am just really depressed. I'm depressed. My anxiety is really, really bad. I really apologize for the lack of videos and lack of wear test videos. Also, I just haven't had the money to buy items for wear test videos. So that is also the reasoning behind that. But today, I'm going to be reviewing the Patagonia shirt. I don't know. What is this? So this is a Patagonia shirt. It's in size extra small, which I don't know why I'm an extra small. Girl, I'm not an extra small. So it retails for 39 bucks. 40 bucks is not very cheap. So this is a lightweight base layer for Patagonia. So technically I think that this shirt is kind of supposed to be like something like a base layer that you wear when you go hiking. Like, I hiked the Grand Canyon, and you kind of want to have layers just so you can take it off, but like a layer that will wick away sweat. So this one I'm going to try today for working out. I think it'll be nice. It's this really pretty like bluish color. And we're gonna see how it works. It's been really, really hot in Nashville, like extremely, extremely hot. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I was gonna run outside, but like it's really bad. So I may walk a little bit outside, but then go to the gym and just get a little sweat sesh on. I had a comment like a month ago asking me if I was still doing CrossFit. I'm not doing CrossFit. CrossFit is very expensive, and I was able to do it in California, thank goodness, because my grandparents paid for it. We were not paying for that ourselves, and it was something that was really good for my mental health to have something like that going on. But now that we're back, and we're living at our grandparents, and our grandparents are paying for like our groceries and a lot of those things, I just can't ask them to also pay for me to do CrossFit. I know it helps my mental health, and it helps like just me just feel better. Working out kind of does that, but I just can't ask them for that. So until then, I'm just working out at the YMCA. I am still lifting weights. I'm doing P90X at home as well, and I'm doing more cardio, adding more cardio into my workouts, just because I feel like with CrossFit, I got a little bit more bulkier than I would like, and I'm trying to slim down a little bit. And because I'm not doing CrossFit, I'm not burning as many calories. I am gaining fat back on me, and I just am not a fan of that look. Also with the stress, I'm gaining weight as well. So yeah, that is that, and I will let you guys know if I ever am able to do CrossFit again. I really want to. I loved it, but for now we can't afford that, so that is not something that I'm doing. So there you go. All right, I'm going to try this guy on, and then I'll show you all what it looks like, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is what the top looks like on. Sorry the lighting is bad. Let's see if this helps at all. Probably not. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is what the top looks like on. Surprisingly, it fits. It's a little tighter than I like my shirts to be, as we can tell. We can see my little belly pooch, but it's really, really lightweight and really, really nice. I like it. It feels so soft, so good, and yeah, it's very lightweight. I like how the sleeves are a bit longer. I feel like sometimes people make t-shirts with like really short sleeves and like, ugh, I just don't like the way that looks, especially if you have like arm muscles or you're building out your shoulders. Like your sleeves automatically get shorter because you're more broad, and I just don't like the look of like cap sleeves. Anyway, so this feels really nice, and I think it goes really well with my outfit. These are my Lululemon, I think I did a wear test video on these, maybe. My Lululemon leggings, so yeah, my beautiful Steve Madden shoes. So yes. Alright, so I'm going to just go to the gym. I'm going to sweat probably a lot because it's really, really hot, and I'm going to let you guys know what I think about this Patagonia base layer t-shirt for, you know, working out in. Is it worth it? Is it not? I don't know. We'll see. So I will be right back. Hi guys, so I am back from the gym. It's been a few hours. I went to the gym and then I went to the grocery store, and I do have to say this top is amazing. Seriously, it's probably the best top that like I've had for keeping cool and wicking away sweat. Like I just felt very dry the whole time. I would feel sweat running down my back, and then the shirt would kind of soak it up, and then within like a minute or so it was dry again. It's just a really, really nice shirt. I think it's definitely worth the money. It is more expensive, but I do think that investing in a good top and just in good workout clothes in general, I think you aren't going to have as many. You're not going to have to buy as much. Like with Lululemon leggings, the reason why people love them is because like they wear amazingly, they last a very long time, they wash very well, and I think that this is also the same. Also, this is an extra small. I could have gone for a small, but it fits very nicely. So just FYI, these are going to fit a little bit on the bigger side. Why is it not focusing on me? So these are going to fit a little bit on the larger side, I will have to say. I'm like more in between a small and a medium now. I'm like not an extra small at all, and the fact that this fits me and fits me nicely, I'm assuming that they're all going to run slightly larger, but definitely think it's worth the money if you get your hands on a Patagonia base layer top, just the thinnest one they have. I think that you won't be disappointed. I think that you'll like this, especially for very, very hot climates, just to wick away sweat and all that good stuff. So I definitely like run a race in this. Like if you are a runner, a marathon runner or something, this would be really nice to have, especially if you're doing it in the warmer months. That is going to be it for today's video. If you guys like wear test videos and you want me to do more of them, I will try. But go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you do like those, leave in the comments what you would like me to do a wear test video on next time. And also feel free to hit that little subscribe button down below, become a member of our small but growing family. Also be sure to hit that little bell icon so that you're notified every single time that I post a video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.